Hello YouTube. Tonight I would like to discuss M-theory or membrane theory, which I find to be one of the most fascinating scientific theories of the universe to date. Basically it's based on the notion that there are 11 dimensions to our reality, being 9 spatial dimensions, a time dimension, and the 11th dimension, which is a series of tubes, an infinite number of them all around us that are very, very small. I believe it's like a billionth to a millionth to a trillionth, I don't know what it is exactly, I don't remember, of a centimeter in diameter. And they're all over the place. It's one of the dimensions of our reality that we inhabit, only they're imperceivable to us because they're so small. And also, we only have 5 senses, so we can only perceive a few dimensions, four basically. We can perceive the time dimension and 3 of the spatial dimensions. I think so, at least. There's a possibility that we can perceive some of the other 9 spatial dimensions, but I'm not sure on that. But anyways, I'd like to take this time to go back to the Big Bang Theory and describe the holographic principle. Now, there's been 2 theories to the Big Bang, 2 main theories. One being the conventional theory, in which all of the matter in the universe was confined to this finite, infinitesimally small little singularity, and that at some point this exploded into it doubled in size billions of times within a fraction of a second, and just kept growing exponentially at that rate. And that actually most of the stars and matter in our universe was created within fractions of a second. And scientists also believe that the universe is expanding, and that at some point it will stop expanding and contract, creating an infinite loop of universes, because it'll contract into a singularity, blow up again, contract again, meaning there could have been an infinite number of universes before ours and an infinite number after ours. Now, the other theory is a little far-fetched, a little crazy, but M-theory seems to suggest that it might possibly be a little more viable than we thought. Now, this theory is that our whole universe is basically encoded in a 2-dimensional plane, in a membrane, that basically all of us and everything around us that we perceive is a 3-dimensional projection, a hologram, if you will, from this 2-dimensional cosmological horizon, as they call it. Now, in membrane theory, it's believed that there is, in the 11th dimension, that there is an infinite number. I'm getting back to the way that this relates to the Big Bang Theory, by the way. There's an infinite number of parallel universes that are all basically connected together through the 11th dimension, and that the universes are basically contained in that dimension. And they believe that these are constantly in motion, and that when 2 membranes, or what you would call the cosmological horizon, our universe in its 2D form, when they collide, it creates a rippling effect. And this rippling effect is what they believe to be a Big Bang. Now, this would contradict the traditional theory, but it would support the existence of these membranes. Now, again, this is just a theory and nothing can ever be proven or disproven. We'll never fucking know what's really out there and what the truth is. We weren't meant to know, obviously. I mean, we're very imperfect and very tiny beings with extreme limits on our perception, and our cognitive abilities and mental abilities to understand things. So obviously we'll never know the true answer, but this is I believe one of the most fascinating theories out there at the moment about the origins and nature of our universe and our reality. Now, the trippy part of this, and the craziest part, is that if there's an infinite number of parallel universes, that means that anything you can imagine or can't imagine, in all probability, will or has happened in some universe. They believe most of these universes to have different laws of physics from our own. And there would probably be an infinite number of universes with the same laws of physics, only one little event was different. say there's a universe where Hitler didn't die. There's also a universe where not only did Hitler not die, but Nietzsche wrote an extra book or didn't write one of his books. Also, there's a universe where both of those happen. There's a universe where A, B, and C happen, or a universe where only C happened, or where only B happened. And also, this notion, that means that anything you can perceive that's possible, in all probability, has happened. There's a universe where you weren't born. There's a universe where there's an extra continent on the Earth. There's a universe, an infinite number of universes where all these happen, and an infinite amount of universes where none of these happen. Now, I find this interesting because it goes to show the notion that anything is possible. Anything you can't imagine or can imagine, in all probability, has or will happen. Which really goes to show the fractal nature of our universe and our reality. It just goes on for infinity. The multiverse has an infinite number of space, an infinite amount of time, and an infinite amount of possibilities. And it's just an interesting thing to think about, because I've always thought of the universe and our reality as being fractal in nature and being infinitely huge and infinitesimally small. And while scientists don't believe that our own universe is infinitely huge, in the concept that, in the notion that there's a multiverse out there, there's still an infinite number of space, infinite amount of space, and an infinite amount of possibilities. So it's just a little something to think about. I, of course, didn't cover this in very much detail and just did a brief overview of it. There's a lot more information out about this that you might want to look up if you're interested. There's actually on YouTube an M-theory documentary, if you just type in M-theory, and it's about an hour long, and it's very enlightening. It goes through all the mechanics and the details of this theory. There's also another documentary that you can find on YouTube called The Holographic Universe, which goes into more detail about the holographic principle of M-theory. And anyways, I just thought I'd put that out there for those of you who hadn't heard of that or didn't know much about it. And hopefully some of you will go do some research. And like I said, it's just a theory and there's no way of knowing. But it's an interesting idea. It's a little out there, but I don't know. I believe it's probably as big of a theory as Einstein's theory of relativity. And anyways, I will catch you all in another video. Rock the fuck out.